Welcome back to another episode of our YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 10 Rankings. This week we're doing the top 10 rankings from May of 1984. I say this week, actually today. What the hell am I saying? Also, I want to say thanks to the patron members out there who are listening to this on the somewhat patron link. This does not go up on the normal BTT feed. It only goes up on the YouTube channel. It's YouTube exclusive and somewhat patron exclusive. The only way to take it on the go, obviously, is through the patron link. That said, Doc, we're doing the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 10 Rankings from May of 1984. You can't see it. I can. I've got it pulled up in front of me. And this is Hulk Hogan is on the cover of this, and Hulk Hogan says, "Can the fans ever forgive his past treachery?" Again, let me remind you, this is May of '84. There's a good bit of it's just it's ironic the way Hogan looks on this cover, so to say. But anyway,
what he's got hair and he's kind of chubby looking almost.
No,
like he's got some baby.
The hair is actually receding already at that point. He's got a nice receding hairline in the, I guess, the mode of LeBron James's hairline, the way his is going back. But let's get to the top 10. So here's the thing. You know how we did it last time? We chose a territory and then we did the tag teams and the top 10 overall. So let me tell you what quote unquote territories and organizations are on this list at this time in the PWI. So obviously we've got the NWA, AWA, and the WWF still. You would probably obviously know that. And then there's also Georgia, World Class. Mid-Atlantic is still on here. We've got Florida, Mid-South, Mid-Southern, which obviously is Memphis, and the Northwest. So all of those are on here back in '84 still. So we still technically had territories. The movement is happening though in '84, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm watching this. I was watching this radar, this hurricane about to hit my state because I care about all the people of my state. What month of '84 are we doing here?
This is May of '84.
So it's technically the end of '83, probably.
It's probably like January of '84 or December. It doesn't at this time. It doesn't actually have the date that it's through, but you and I both know. Although it says May of '84, it's obviously like January of '84, or even maybe as early as December. I think it's probably mid-January, to be honest. That seems like a good time frame, about 4 to 5 months ahead. So anyway, okay, well, so which territory are you going with? What do you want?
How about we spend a lot of time in Jim Crockett Promotions, and that's the old Mid-Atlantic. So why don't we start off with the Mid-Atlantic?
Okay, sounds like a good plan there. Number 10. On in Mid-Atlantic at that time was Mark Youngblood. Number 9.
He's a former NWA Tag Team Champion, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Number 9, Bugsy McGraw.
Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Bugsy. Bugsy spent a lot of time in World Class, and I was a kid, and I'll probably catch a lot of heat for that. And you know what? I catch heat for everything. I don't give a shit. But I liked old Bugsy, man.
I didn't have no problem with Bugsy. I mean, Bugsy was Bugsy. Let's just say it like that. No, that's not an insult. That's just Bugsy McGraw for you. Number 8, the Great Kabuki.
Yeah, buddy. Somebody's going to get their ass misted.
You ain't lying. And green stuff all over him and green stuff on the canvas. Number 7, Jimmy Valiant.
Oh. Mercy Daddy.
Number 6, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Ace.
Yeah.
This is coming off that he had just pulled that gimmick or that angle with Slater where they were with Harley and busting Rick up, and Rick just finished Starrcade and won the title there. Yep. There you go.
That was at that time?
Yeah, it was right afterwards. Look at Doc.
Okay.
I imagine Orton. I would imagine that Orton is probably, by the time this magazine came out, on his way to the WWF.
That sounds about right, for sure. Actually, that sounds about right. I'm 100% sure you're right there. Somebody will make a comment on the channel when they were watching this. Let's see. We got number 5, the Big Chief, Wahoo McDaniel, with those chops.
Frying pan hands.
Jesus Lord. Number 4, Rufus R. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Roddy Piper.
Your buddy.
Yeah,
he's probably he's probably having Bob Orton pack his bags, and then they're probably going together.
Well, wait till you hear the next name, Greg Valentine.
And no wonder the territories died. Everybody went up north. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I mean, we just listed a bunch
Well,
that went.
just think about this. If you lose Valentine and Piper and Orton, and now you're left with Rufus Jones, Jimmy Valiant, and Mark Youngblood, you got to do something,
Don't
right?
forget Bugsy McGraw.
Shut up.
Okay, you're gonna love number one. This shocks me more than anything. It's just like, wow, Dick Slater,
Dirty Dick. He'll
Mid
he'll uh,
Atlantic. Dick Slater.
he'll accost a girlfriend on you if you go read
Oh
about
boy.
him.
All right, let's go to tag teams.
He's the guy responsible for bringing Dark Journey into the wrestling business.
Oh, I know that quite well.
Yeah, buddy. I thought you'd like that little
Yeah,
piece of
yeah, I know
trivia.
that quite well. Okay, so we'll now.
How about? Well, here's the other thing. I got another idea, real quick. Well, we did Mid Atlantic. We also do the flagship show that emanates out of Atlanta. Why don't we do Georgia real quick?
Okay, so Georgia, we got number 10, Tommy Rogers.
Your little buddy. You used to be his young boy, didn't you?
I wasn't his young boy. I mean, I worked with him and went on a trip or two with him, but
You
nothing
were
like extravagant.
he. You know, I don't think Tommy must have been too smart because he looked to you to get a sense of what the rats were like in town. That's not something I would do.
Yeah,
But
he did
whatever.
ask me that when I picked him up from the airport one day. Number 9, Bugsy McGraw shows up again.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Bugsy
Yeah.
is everywhere.
Number 8, our old friend from the Saturday night shows that we're doing, Ronnie Garvin.
Yeah, hands of stone. He'll stretch you and then chop you and then punch you and then sit in your face.
There you go. Put his nuts on your chin. Number 7, another person who is becoming more and more famous as we speak, as we record this on August the 25th, 2017. We are in the middle of his heel run in the NWA and
Pez
World
Whatley.
Championship Wrestling, Pez Whatley.
Yeah, buddy.
Number 6, The Sheik
I didn't know that. That's the most surprising one I've heard so far.
in Georgia. Yeah, I agree. Number 5, you'll remember him from your world class days, and I will from Mid South, King Kong Bundy.
Oh yeah, he's an interesting guy because he was like famous and then just disappeared.
Yep.
I remember.
Number
I remember when I first started watching wrestling. He actually had hair.
Yeah, early '81. If you go on the WWE Network and watch the stuff they have for World Class, recently it loaded stuff, I believe. He is Big Daddy Bundy or something like that. It's and he's built from Alaska, not
Yeah,
Atlantic
he's
City,
got-
New Jersey,
he's
and he's
got
got
a-
hair, and he's like a Yukon Jack type Paul Bunyan
He's
type
with
gimmick.
Armand. He's with Armand
Yeah.
Hussein instead of Skandor.
Well, actually, he's a baby face when they first bring him in.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
He goes over to.
But
what's
that's
his name?
Bundy. And then number 4 and 3, I'm gonna list these together because this kind of one of them shocks me. Brett Sawyer and Buzz Sawyer. Brett Sawyer shocks me at 4.
Crazy.
Yeah, Buzz Sawyer was a nut. All right, number 2, Jake Roberts. Number 1, Ted DiBiase.
In Georgia?
Yep, that's what he did. He left Mid South for a little while and then went to Georgia.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, no, let's get through the top 10 because we're running short on time. Let's get through the overall top 10. We'll see if we got time for the tag teams. Overall top 10. Number 10, Roddy Piper.
Dr. Tom ripoff.
No. Number 9, Dino Bravo. That's a shocker, actually. To me, at
He'll
number
run
9.
illegal cigarettes on you.
Oh, God. Number 8, Harley Race.
The king.
Number 7, Pedro Morales.
Boy, he's long in the tooth there. That seems a little odd.
Yeah. Number 6, Hulk Hogan.
He should have been 60.
We know you love you some Hulk. Number 5, Nick Bockwinkel. For the record.
I still say that's the guy that if I ever spent more time with, he might become my favorite wrestler.
Probably, but for the record, too, Nick Bockwinkel at number 5 right there is also your AWA World Champion at that time.
Vern needs to get his promotion back up and running here.
Okay. Number 4, Dusty Rhodes.
Risky business.
Risky business, baby. Number 3, and we talked about this on the flagship show a while back. I think by the time this came out, when we had this discussion, he was already deceased. David Von Erich.
Hmm. Yeah, he probably was.
Yeah, he was. Well, if you go by May of '84, yeah.
Hmm.
Google it real quick. We had this discussion.
You know,
I'm bad with dates.
if wrestling was politics, because you know all those people who hate Hillary are like, oh, she has people killed and stuff.
Oh,
Man,
Jesus Christ.
you would think
There you go with the politics.
if we were talking about wrestling, you would think Ric Flair would be having people killed and crippled and stuff because they say, well, they were going to put the belt on David, they were going to put the belt on Magnum, and just Rick just owned the whole '80s.
And for the record, David did pass away February of '84, so this obviously was, put out before his death. So,
And let me just reiterate, without going deep into it, because we've got to get over to some Smoky Mountains here in a minute, but that was the beginning of the end of the world-class territory being hot.
yeah, we were. I mean, it still had some viable years, probably.
It was the first domino. It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first shoe.
Yeah, I agree. All right, number 2, if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, I just flipped the page on you. I didn't mean to do that. Number 2 on YouTube is Andre the Giant. He's number 2 overall, and then number 1, Doc will love this, Ric Flair. Woo!
He can still wrestle today, even without a colon.
Oh God! I hope by the time this drops, he's still kicking, man, and kicking out on 2. And then for the record, while we're still waiting for Harper to join us here, let me run through the tag teams real quick. We got the Mass Medics. They were World Wrestling Council North American champs. We got Tony Parisi and Brito, Canadian International Tag Champs. Steve Kern and Stan Lane, Doc, number 8, Mid-Southern Tag Team Champs.
They'll make an ambiguously gay video. Yeah.
No comment. Number 7, Mr. Wrestling 2 and Magnum TA. I remember this when they were Mid-South Tag Team Champions.
Are they America's team?
No, not quite. Number 6, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas, WWF Tag Team
The
Champions.
Soul Connection.
There you go. Number 5, Dusty Rhodes, Blackjack Mulligan, U.S. Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
Number 4, Brett and Buzz Sawyer, National Tag Team Champions. That seems high for them, but they were
also
tag
over
champs.
there kicking ass in Georgia too, pal.
Yep.
Maybe
Number 3,
maybe they slipped Bill Apter an extra 20 for a sweetheart. They were trying to, move over to like Portland or something. So we're like, put us high in the Georgia rating so Portland will want us.
well, when you were on
You think
Apter's
that
good
went on?
side. When you were on Apter's good side, you got higher. You got more pub in the mag. So of course. Number
Yeah.
3, the Von Erichs. Literally, they list the Von Erichs.
All of them, dude.
Now hold
You gotta
on.
list. Well, they're kind of like infantry. You shoot a whole bunch of them at them, and a lot of them are gonna die. So.
Well, here's the worst. Here's the part about that. They're listed in the tag teams, but if you're paying attention on the YouTube channel, underneath the Von Erichs it says World Class 6-Man Tag Team Champs.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say World Class Tag Team Champs. So interesting little note in this week's PWI, or in this PWI this month. Number 2 is Ken Patera and Crusher Blackwell, AWA World Tag Champs.
Yeah.
Got some stroke there. And then Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood are the NWA World Tag Team Champs at the time. An interesting thing here is that your WWF Tag Team Champions are number 6 on this list.
Okay.
Number 6. Also, your WWF Champion, which was the Iron Sheik, this is before Hogan won it, is not even in your top 10 overall.
Well, they were in a transition period. They were regrouping, so that's how that works.
Of course.
And I think that Steamboat and Youngblood won those belts at the Starrcade '83. So there you go.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember that.
Well, Harper just jumped online, Doc. Let's get over to him real quick and record some Smoky Mountain episodes 56 and 57. If this is your first time listening to this, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button below. And then check out our twice-a-week shows where we cover Smoky Mountain Wrestling and the NWA from the 80s, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, obviously, from the 90s. Search or go to tinyurl.com/bttpod, or search Book in the Territory wherever you get your podcast from and subscribe. We'd appreciate you coming along for the ride. For Mike and Doc and Harper, who's not with us, we got to get out of here. We'll catch you next time on our PWI Top 10s.